team duel, GV Crossfit versus Crossfit Blur, is comprised of three 3-minute AMRAPs with 1-minute recoveries. The first AMRAP is a row for calories. Partners must alternate every 15 calories. The second AMRAP is rope climbs and thrusters. On the rope climbs, athletes must alternate every rep. On thrusters, athletes must alternate every 3 reps, and the resting partner is required to hold the bar in the rack position. The third 3-minute AMRAP is 30-20-10 overhead squats, pull-ups. Tonight's co-ed team duel between GV Crossfit and CrossFit Blur is comprised of 3 3-minute AMRAPs with 1-minute recoveries. These teams will be doing 9 minutes of work to see who comes away with the title.
Let's bring them out, your challengers tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our first team featuring Jill Trippy and Nick Schaefer, looking to take home the win from CrossFit Blur.
And our returning champions ready to keep their title from GV CrossFit, Tara McCall and Jesse Duran.
Just about set to get in the team division. CrossFit Blur, Jill Trippy and Nick Schaefer against GV CrossFit, the defending champions Tara McCall and Jesse Duran. Let's go to our head judge Michael Durs-Anders to get things started here at Rush Club 007.
Judges, when your athletes are ready, hands in the air.
Make some noise for the competitors, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise.
Athletes are ready. Judges are ready. 10 seconds on the clock. Three, 2, 1, do work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the magic happens. On your feet, cheer them on.
All right, August, as we get started here at Rush Club 007, Tara McCall and Jesse Duran from GV CrossFit, Jill Trippy, Nick Schaefer from CrossFit Blur. People saw the workout that they're doing as they get started here. What's the key early on in the team competition to set that pace?
Jim, I think this is really going to come down to how well these athletes coordinate their efforts. There's going to be a lot of transitions throughout this workout, and the team that does that most efficiently is going to probably come out on top here. The workload is evenly distributed between the partners. It should be very close, and I'm excited to see what the outcome here is.
So you see right there from GV CrossFit, Tara McCall doing the rows.
If you're here for
Literally
GV,
right
let them hear you.
Literally right here, August in front of us here on the stage. We're down at stage side here tonight.
If you're here for CrossFit
This
Blur,
opening
make some
duel.
noise for CrossFit Blur, ladies and gentlemen.
GV makes it to that transition first, the second transition. So it looks like GV is a little bit ahead here.
Good
Jim,
stuff.
it looks like GV has come out to a little bit of a lead here over Blur, and I think that's largely attributable to the transitions.
There you look at GV CrossFit's Jesse Duran. Tara and Jesse began training together. Tara started in Japan. They opened their own gym when they got out of the military. Both are veterans. Veterans a huge theme here at Rush Club 007. As you take a look at the clock up top in August, this opening duel is presented by CEP Compression Sportswear, also sponsoring that incredible new Ludus up on the stage. And the challenging thing for these teams tonight, split into 3 3-minute rounds, which is something that, you know, you're just coming up with new wrinkles every time we do a new Rush Club.
Got to keep it interesting, Jim. This one, they're transitioning every 15 calories. That's going to make so that we can tell where they are, because rowing cannot, you know, it can be not that exciting to watch if you're watching it for an extended period of time. If the athletes are transitioning every 15 seconds, we can tell where they are. GV has come out to, looks like a 15-plus calorie lead here. And that's largely attributable to their transitions. Their transitions have been much quicker and smoother than the transitions done by Blur.
You see the transition from Blur there as Nick Schaefer takes over for Jill Trippi. Opened in 2011 by Justin Fallon, who's completing here later tonight. And alumni Jake Holmberg, who's a Rush Club 006 heavyweight alumni. That, of course, is CrossFit Blur. They've sent athletes to the CrossFit Regionals, Granite Games, OC Throwdown, and Wadapalooza. Meanwhile, for GV CrossFit, as you see Tara right there as we wrap up this first round, she's making her third appearance on the Rush Club stage, a 004 individual contender and part of the defending team from 006. Jessie is the co-owner of GV CrossFit as we hit triple zeros.
All right, and we're at time. That's your 3 minutes. Okay, looks like GV took the first series there. They're probably about 15 calories up, 10 to 15. We'll have to check and see if we can get a status on that. Next up, they're going to do rope climbs and thrusters. So they're going to start off with 3 rope climbs. They get to choose who's going first on this, but the athletes have to alternate every rep on the rope. So one of the athletes will do 2, the other athlete will do 1. After they complete their 3 rope climbs, then they'll come to the thrusters. On the thrusters, they have to alternate every 3 reps, and the resting athlete must hold the bar in the rack position. This is going to get tiring.
Oh, man, no rest, really. So to say resting athlete is a little bit misleading there, Mr. Master Programmer.
Yeah, that's not entirely accurate to say that they're resting. They're not doing thrusters, but they are holding load.
We all know what people are here to do. AJ said it in the Rush Club sizzle reel. You're either going to kick ass or you're going to get your ass kicked, and that's exactly what's going on here tonight as they hit the ropes. The guys are going first, Jessie Duran and Nick Schaefer.
Look like both teams opted to have the men go first on it, and they can rotate that throughout if they want. It'll just depend how they come down through this as they progress through. Looks like GV's going to come onto the bars with a little bit of a lead. Both athletes get it in the rack. The ladies will start off with 3 thrusters, and then that'll transition to the guys for 3 thrusters. This is going to be 3 minutes of work, so we'll see how long they can hold this pace. They should be slightly fatigued coming into it from the rowing that they already did.
Oh, all these athletes
that was
are obviously
9 thrusters. Now they're on the rope again.
All these athletes are obviously very strong and in tremendous shape. August, we're talking about people who have been to regionals, people who have been to CrossFit Games and competed before. So you're looking at some very intense competition out here, and these girls are great athletes too.
Yeah, they're strategizing really well from GV, Green Valley. Looks like they're working a little bit more efficiently together, making slightly quicker transitions. But both teams are really neck and neck here. We'll see if anybody starts showing that fatigue that we're expecting to see. No signs of it yet, Jim.
August has his notepad out. Make it tougher next time. Tara's from Sacramento, California. Jill is from upstate New York. Jessie has been training
4
7
reps
years.
so far. Okay, that was 12 reps. Now they're back to the rope for 3 more climbs, alternating athletes. Then they'll be back to the thrusters for 15.
Nick is from Wisconsin. Of course, everybody living out here now as they hit the ropes again. The girls trying to make their way up. These get really tough, obviously, the more you do, but when you come back from doing those thrusters to hit that rope again, working completely different muscles.
Yeah, one's a push and one's a pull. Looks like GV's pulled ahead a little bit further here. We'll see if they can capitalize on that lead that they built up on the rope there. They do come out a little bit ahead. So we're going to go 15 thrusters this time. 3 each athlete alternating back and forth until they've completed 15 reps.
The defending champs from GV CrossFit in the lead right now, located in Green Valley, Arizona. Had a long drive up to the stage today, but it's worth it for Tara and Jessie. We saw them at 006 with a great performance that night. Tonight, so far, so good.
Yeah, they're a couple of tough competitors. Jessie's starting to show a little fatigue on those thrusters, but they're running down on the time here. They've got about 30 seconds left in this workout, and CrossFit Blur has taken back the lead. Looks like Jessie's really starting to gas here, hitting the wall. Hopefully he can regroup and keep pushing here. We're down to about 20 seconds. At this 20-second break, they'll have a 1 minute transition time period before they come into the final piece of the workout here.
Tara very tall, able to hit that top of that rope a little quicker. Cut into that lead. GV CrossFit right on the heels of CrossFit Blur, but a real tough time getting up that rope for Jessie Duran, August.
All right, Blur has pulled back in. If they finish that, they probably picked up a few reps on Blur, on GV there. So we probably are pretty close to being tied coming into this final workout.
Very close between GV CrossFit, our defending champions, and CrossFit Blur here in the team competition, duel number 1 at Rush Club 007. This one presented by CEP Compression Sportswear. You see the brand new Ludus. You see the hashtags Rush Club Nation and Rush Club 007. Check out rushclubnation.com. We had special veteran shirts made for this event here tonight. They've been selling like crazy. For everyone that sells at rushclubnation.com, we give one to a veteran or active duty serviceman or woman. And that's what the theme is here tonight, all about our veterans, taking care of them. So many on this card here this evening, including Tara McCall and Jessie Duran, our defending champions from GV CrossFit, taking on CrossFit Blur. Jill Trippy and Nick Schaefer. The third 3-minute round has begun.
All right, we have a 3-minute AMRAP here, Jim. 30, 20, 10. Overhead squats and pull-ups. This is going to be a real gasser considering the work that they've already done coming into this last piece. So it looks like the ladies are going to take a big chunk of the overhead squats here to start.
Just to do those after everything they've just done for 2 3-minute rounds, to keep those arms locked, get those butts all the way down. I mean, it's all form and it's all repetition now. And we should say, August, they've had this workout for about 30 days, so they've had a chance to train specifically for this duel here tonight. Yeah,
the athletes have practiced these workouts, but as the type of athletes they are, they're probably doing all these movements in training anyway. They're probably well conditioned for this type of workout most of the year round. We're neck and neck on this coming into the pull-ups here. They're staying really close, and this is going to be right down to the wire. I think we're pretty much tied coming into this. GV probably had a slight lead, but then Blur made up some ground on the rope climb thruster workout.
That was a great shot of Nick Schaefer on the pull-up bar from overhead above the Ludus. As you look at man and woman competing head-to-head right now, Tara McCall and Nick Schaefer.
All right, looks like Blur just slightly ahead coming into the overhead squats, the round of 20 here. But GV's right there. These athletes are very well conditioned, pushing through this. They've already done a lot of work, Jim, and they're still pushing hard. Okay, Blur transitions athletes over to Nick. Nick's got 4 reps left, and that'll let Jill get started on the next round of pull-ups. It's going to be 20 pull-ups here. Okay, Jessie's done.
Wow, neck and neck.
Yeah, they are really dead even here. Both teams have their ladies on the pull-up bar right now. They're both cranking through the pull-ups. Looks like Jessie is really suffering a little bit there.
What an outstanding duel to open us up at Rush Club 007, the most jam-packed and exciting Rush Club yet, and this one has not let us down. Tara McCall, Jessie Duran, GV CrossFit, our defending champions, and Jill Trippy, Nick Schaefer of CrossFit Blur. Into the final 30 seconds we go, August Schmidt, and it's anybody's matchup right now.
Yeah, this one is tough to call. These guys are neck and neck, battling it out. It looks like GV has gone to transition into an approach of having the male athlete do the overhead squat, the female do the pull-ups. Looks like Blur pulled ahead again.
15 seconds.
All right, Blur back to the overhead squats to finish. We are down to about 5 seconds remaining. This is going to be so close, Jim.
2, 1, and that is it. The first one is in the books. GV CrossFit, CrossFit Blur. Who will it be? Which team will emerge victorious in duel number 1 here at Rush Club 007?
Jim, we're going to have to wait for the judges. They're going to have to add up those scores and see who came out on top. The winner will be determined by calories plus reps.
What an outstanding performance to get us started here tonight at Rush Club 007. Our first duel presented by Compression Sportswear, CEP Compression Sportswear. Of course, they sponsor the Ludus as well. The 2 girls hug it out. The judges are conferring behind them. Durs and his team, Michael Anders. As what a performance to get us going here tonight. The crowd letting these 2 teams hear it.
Yeah, that was a battle. That was really, really close, Jim. Looks like the judges have come to the answer here, so about to hear it.
All right, let's head up to the stage for the first result of the evening and go to Colby Calabas, who will give us our winner of this opening duel between GV CrossFit and CrossFit Blur. Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these amazing athletes right now, please. The score came down to 1 point. 1 point. 252 to 251. And still, your champions, GV CrossFit. Tara, Jesse, you guys saw this workout 30 days ago. You killed it tonight. What was your preparation going into this?
We work really well as a team, so we just tried to use each of our strengths to be as fast as we could.
Jess, how you doing, brother?
My legs are killing me.
What was the hardest part of this new rig coming into the competition?
My rope climbs were off today, and just the overhead squats burnt like crazy. A lot.
We've got 008 coming up. We are super excited to see you guys defend the trophy. Thank you guys so much. You guys kicked so much butt. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your champions, GV CrossFit!
Take